Von Miller specifically stating he's going to be back by training camp and could start the season for the 2023 Buffalo Bills. Micah Hyde stating that this is the best that he's felt and could very well start the season for the 2023 Buffalo Bills. Damar Hamlin is back on track, cleared by doctor, is going to be good to go for the 2023 Buffalo Bills. Brandon Beane specifically stating that players on this team were walking wounded. Even Trey White, although he came back on Thanksgiving last year, we still have not seen 100% Trey White. Brandon Beane wants to see Trey White dancing out there. Gabe Davis, Spencer Brown, and so many more players. The Buffalo Bills are back and better than ever before. Welcome to my channel, Bills News Consolidated. We got to discuss it, all the benefits and pluses. I have 17 reasons plus that the Buffalo Bills have improved from 2022 to 2023, and it really starts from a health aspect, from a player aspect, as well as a coaching aspect. And when you take a look at all these players and everything that we brought in, you know, a lot of people might be concerned about that middle linebacker spot, but consider the Buffalo Bills have Al Holcomb, an ex-linebacker coach that was with Sean McDermott in the Carolina Panthers, coming in to be a new defensive assistant for Bills Mafia. I think is just going to help out that middle linebacker role, and look at all the depth that we have at that middle linebacker position. Dorian Williams is going to compete. Balin Spector, Terrell Bernard, as well as Tyrell Dotson, all going to be in the mix there. A bunch of guys. The cream is going to rise to the top. Whoever wins that is going to be ready to start for the Buffalo Bills and is surrounded by talent on this Buffalo Bills defense. But you take a look at this coaching staff. Al Holcomb, ex-linebacker coach, helping out that middle linebacker. And also Bobby Babich, a safety coach, coming to be the linebacker coach on this team, helping guys in pass coverage. That's what the NFL is evolving to. Brandon Beane even admitted it. Teams are passing it more on running downs than ever before statistically in the NFL. Plus, you merge that with the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, this high potent passing attack. We run up the score. We force teams to try to pass the ball. Therefore, the recipe to win for the Buffalo Bills is to have a middle linebacker that is better in pass coverage, be better with those skills. And we have the coaching to do that. As well as Aaron Cromer being here in year 2. Ken Dorsey being our offensive coordinator in year 2. There were rookies last year for the Buffalo Bills. We know what the continuity means, understanding the players on this team, understanding what we could evolve this offense to, doing what our players do best. And you couple that with all of the signings that Brandon Beane has brought in here for Bills Mafia. Yes, we lost Leslie Frazier, one of the best coaches in coaching up the fundamentals, but maybe we lacked a little bit in the play calling. Sean McDermott taking over that play calling for Bills Mafia. That is an upgrade too. And then you take a look at this offensive line, the depth and competition that we have on this offensive line. Look at all of the names that we have here. It's just absolutely unbelievable. You know, you got Deion Dawkins, Spencer Brown, Tommy Doyle, Alec Anderson, so many guys getting in the mix. Broker that we just brought in, Osiris Torrance, Edwards, David Edwards, McGovern, Bucker, Bates, Jarvis, Mitch Morris, right? Greg Mance. There's so many guys that are going to be getting in the mix here for the Buffalo Bills. And you look at 2022 with Roger Saffold, really showed his age last year. The Bills have a lot more depth, bringing in Ike Bucker and Bates. Familiarity with Quessenberry, too, is back again for the Buffalo Bills. Spencer Brown was walking wounded in his sophomore year for Bills Mafia. Bills players take the biggest leap in year 3. Well, guess what? Spencer Brown is in year 3, and he had a full offseason. Didn't have to deal with that back surgery that he had going into 2022. There are so many upgrades on this Buffalo Bills team, and offensively at wide receiver last year, the Buffalo Bills at slot had Isaiah McKenzie and Jamison Crowder. We all expected that to be a split role, but unfortunately, Jamison Crowder goes down with an injury, and Isaiah McKenzie just didn't rise to that occasion. Lacking on overall yards per catch. We needed something to be a little bit more explosive. We need more of a route tree out of that slot position. Well, Brandon Beane executes in 2023. We not only have 2 wide receivers to compete in the slot, but we have 3. Now with Khalil Shakir being in his sophomore year, year 2, having a full offseason, digesting the NFL. Right now, Trent Sherfield is also a guy that's going to be in the slot. And we're going to ball out Deontay Hardy, right? As well as Dalton Kincaid, a new tight end that's going to be in the mix for that slot position. And of course, Trent Sherfield could play on the outside too. He can mix in with Gabe Davis. He can mix in with Justin Shorter, those perimeter type wide receivers. You know, we brought more talent to this wide receiver group than what we had last year. Dalton Kincaid, right? Upgrade to Tommy Sweeney, Quentin Morris, Dawson Knox. Like, we have a great tight end group, better than last year. All around the offense, the Buffalo Bills have gotten better, and we know Josh Allen is gotten better. He's going to be taking care of himself. We all know the work that Josh Allen puts in. In last video, we discussed this defensive line. We have every single player back from 2022, plus Poona Ford. Poona Ford at 5'11", 320 pounds. You're not going to move this guy off the ball. The perfect complement to Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver, that speed demon, defensive tackle, pass rush. The quickest way to the quarterback is right between the center and guard. Then you eye up Ed Oliver, you double team him. Well, we're going to bull rush you with Poona Ford, right? And I think the Buffalo Bills last year against the Cincinnati Bengals, missing Daquan Jones, showed the deficiency there. We can't be just one player away from not being able to stop the run. Poona Ford, Daquan Jones, Jordan Phillips, Shaq Lawson are all back for Bills Mafia. And then you consider everyone coming back for the Buffalo Bills on this defense, right? Kyer Elam, Christian Benford in year 2, progressing as great starters. Dane Jackson is back as well. He's progressing. I already mentioned Trey White not really being 110% himself. Brandon Beane stating we're waiting to see Trey White get back, start dancing on that football field, start having a little bit more fun out there. And Jordan Poyer re-signed by the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Beane bringing in Jordan Poyer after the Bills were undefeated with Poyer out there on that football field. Kyer Elam even mentioning what an impact he had on this team, making things a lot easier for this defense. And then Micah Hyde going down last year, missing this season. Man, Micah Hyde is back for Bills Mafia. Absolutely huge. Tyler Bass signing that big-time contract. And then you consider everything else going on with the Buffalo Bills officially signing our new stadium here in Buffalo. It's just the Buffalo Bills are back. We're back on track. We're back than ever and better than ever before. The depth, the talent merged with the players and the personnel and the coaching that we have here. The DNA and character of everyone on this team. The middle linebacker being surrounded by talent. This is going to be a great season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit like. Make sure you're subscribed. 82% of you are not subscribed. So just check the button, hit subscribe. Go Bills!